say, Michael Jordan, give me one. Give me one here.
So we're approaching the pyramids right now. Lauren is seeing the pyramids for the first time. My ancestors built this. I know how they did it, but I'm not gonna divulge these secrets.
When you look and see the people standing next to it, each individual large brick is really just as tall as a person is.
This is the biggest pyramid there is.
The only ancient wonder of the world still standing.
Just walking right next to one of the wonders of the ancient world. No biggie. Actually, it's very big.
It's huge. It's astronomically, indescribably huge.
How does it compare to the pictures?
You know, as a kid growing up in school and learning about the pyramids, I mean, we learn that they're big, but it's a completely different experience walking next to them, and I'm as tall as just one of the many bricks that make up the pyramids. So they're much, much bigger in person, much more impressive in person. And that's saying a lot, because even the pictures make them look pretty amazing. This behind me is the Great Pyramid of Cheops. This is the oldest pyramid in Giza and the largest pyramid in all of Egypt.
لو حبيت حنطور بعدين اعمل لك حنطور جدا حنطور كويس ماشي شكلك اسباني اصلا والله شكلك برازيلي مكسيكانو
ربنا يخليك، انا من عين شمس.
عين شمس طبعا. عندنا حنطور لو حبيت، عندنا جمل حصان لو حبيت بعدين.
ربنا يخليك.
ماشي يا دكتور؟
When the pyramids were originally all built, they were encased in limestone, and you can actually see towards the very top, there's still some limestone left. And over the years, the limestone kind of wore off due to weather. But when the limestone did fully cover all the pyramids here at Giza, it created a nice white facade to the pyramids, which actually would reflect the sun. So I can only imagine how beautiful that must have been. You know, in ancient times, be walking through the desert, and then all of a sudden you see these pyramids just, you know, reflecting all this sunlight. This is some of the original facade of the Great Pyramid of Khufu, and you can still see bits and pieces on this pyramid, as well as several others that still have that part intact.
Going into the pyramid, normally you go through this entrance, but this was not the original entrance of the pyramid. This entrance was dug through way later in years by Al-Khalifa al-Ma'mun, who was attempting to find treasures in the pyramid, but eventually he just quit digging. So once you go in, a few yards in, then it connects with the original tunneling. Eventually you will get to a hallway called the Grand Gallery, which is a super impressive structure. It's a hallway that is narrow, yet very tall, and the walls of it narrows as it goes up in an attempt to be able to carry all of the pressure of the stones above that tunnel. And then once you're done with that tunnel, you finally reach the burial chamber of the king. And it's such an impressive room. It is made entirely of granite instead of limestone like the rest of the pyramid. And it's amazing how they were able to quarry granite, and line it up so perfectly so that the seams are so perfectly lined up together between the different stones. Going through the tunnels is a bit challenging. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, it was much easier because I guess I was smaller. But now as an adult, you really have to, what do you call it, bend over really?
You really have to bend over, kind of squat down. Now luckily I'm only 5'2", so it wasn't that difficult for me, but I still had to bend down quite a bit like that.
I can see how it could be a challenge if someone is claustrophobic.
You probably want to be in pretty good shape to actually get inside the pyramids. It would be very difficult if you're not able to squat down while walking for, you know, extended periods of time.
We're walking between the Queen's pyramids. Now we're going down one of the Queen's pyramids, and we were told it's best to go backwards like this. We made it.
Somehow. We're inside one of the small pyramids. So humid. It's like being in a sauna, but still totally worth it.
Almost there. Behind us is the second biggest pyramid. It is the pyramid of Khafre.
We're in the second biggest pyramid, the Pyramid of Khafre. And this is like my size ceiling. Coming down from the entrance to get down here, you're going kind of sharply downhill, and also you're squatting really close to the ground. And now we're in a small, kind of narrow hallway with a low ceiling, but not as low as the parts where you have to pretty much squat down to get through. We're in the burial chamber of Khafre. The ceiling is made of white granite and it's original and it's perfect. It's put together perfectly and the granite is so smooth. You can see it from here how smooth and how perfectly together that the pieces fit. This is the name of the Italian man who found the tomb and actually removed the mummy so it could be put in a museum.
You sit on here. 1, 2, 3, like a horse.
Wow. Woo! I am so high up, but this is so much fun. Yes.
How would this come in? How would this come?
It's a very interesting experience being on a camel. When it first got up, it really jerks you back and forth and back and forth. Hi. I feel like I'm so high up. Wow. It's a little bit bumpy. I'm gonna hold on tight. I'm very, very high up. Oh, we're starting to move. Oh, I'm holding on tight. It's definitely not quite as smooth as a horse. Wow. This is such an amazing experience.
Droops in your car. Come on, kick him by legs.
Like that?
Yes.
Now I'm riding by myself. There we go. Straight, like that? Okay. Nope. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to steer exactly.
Like this? Like this?
Like this?
Yes.
Okay. The other hand. Like that?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm just kind of sitting on the camel. Oh. Wow. So that's Christopher Columbus, and that one is
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Okay. Well, Christopher Columbus gave me a very nice ride.
This boat was found underground next to the Great Pyramid, and it's believed to be a boat that was made so that the soul of the king would travel. It carries the king's soul to the afterlife. We're walking to an area that's called a panorama, which it allows you to take a picture that the background will show all of the pyramids in the side.
And we're taking the hard way up. It feels more real, like you're just hiking through the desert with the pyramids at your back. But there is a paved road if you don't want to walk on the rocks and sand. Who needs the Stairmaster when you have Giza? Almost there. Getting close.
We are coming upon one of my favorite angles to take pictures of the pyramids from, because from that angle you see the three small pyramids, the smallest one, middle one, biggest one, all in one shot. And they kind of all peek one behind the other. Look at how amazing that is. Beauty. Those tiny pyramids, they're called the Queen's Pyramids. And they were built for usually either the wife or the daughter or sister of the pharaoh. You kind of have to watch your step here from random rocks. So Lauren, is this your first time seeing desert like this?
Yeah, this is my first time seeing such a huge expanse of desert, huge sand dunes. It just stretches for as far as you can see.
Now you know how I felt when I first saw snow.
Yeah. Now we're inside an ancient temple right next to the pyramids.
The pyramids took 20 years to build, so imagine all the logistics. It's an amazing achievement to be able to coordinate so many people to do so many very precise tasks.
In a country that doesn't have lanes, when you drive, build a pyramid and make it perfect, but driving in a lane is not going to happen.
We don't need lanes. We know where we're going. Now we're walking by the Sphinx.
The Sphinx, we made it.
Welcome to Egypt!